Hello everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a look here at Luna, see kind of what's going on. I know it's kind of on the downside and it's like, well, okay, what's the point of covering this? But no, actually there's definitely value in understanding roughly where it could go next, especially in the fact that we are still honoring this trend line. So if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, just keep that in mind. Just been trading for a very long time. I hope you can learn something here today. I have a trading community with a specific purpose in place to help you become a better trader. So CryptoCache.tech is the website. Check that out in your own time. If you want to become a member and join my Signal trading community, it's a really awesome experience. I've also got a trading academy as well where I teach you how to trade everything that I know personally that I've developed over the last 15, 16 years of trading. All right, so check that out in your own time. So, also, getting over a little cold. I apologize for the coughing. I'll try not to do that very much. My throat kind of gets funny right now. That being said, looking at Luna, we are on this ascending trend line still, right? And so it's touched 1, 2, 3, pretty much 4 separate times on the uptrend, okay? So for lack of better terms, we can expect the price to continue to maintain itself along those lines until it doesn't, okay? That being said, if the price were to retrace, we should experience the price holding above $100. That was a previous resistance level, but also a key level support now. Okay. That being said, we're in good shape here for Luna, and I like what I see here so far. Looking at the 1 day, you can see we're still above 50 on the RSI. We have been for quite some time. I would say we'd be in potential, I wouldn't even say dire straits, but I would say that we'd be in a disadvantageous position. We'd need to reevaluate if we drop below 50 on the RSI. For now, that momentum is still continuing to maintain itself along this trend line, and that we're looking just fine here. So again, if the price were to break below 50, we'd probably be below that trend line. That's essentially what that's looking like. Okay, so it's really nice to see that here. Definitely looking very good. Looking at the 4 hour, let's go ahead and double check a couple things here. Regarding the moving averages, we are below the 50, but still above the 200. And oftentimes the 200 will run synonymous with the trend line, which is kind of getting closer to that now. So again, we got the 200 to kind of rely on here moving forward. That should essentially help us keep the price action in place. Another thing to understand too is that we're close to 30 on the RSI here as well, so a bounce is likely. I would say that keep in mind Bitcoin could potentially lose its bottom here soon. If we drop below 43,000, we could see a lot more short leverage positions opened up, and that could push the price action lower. Okay, so again, not in bad shape, but the 4 hour doesn't look phenomenal for Luna, minus the fact that we're above the 200-day SMA, and that should continue to hold along with the trend line. So I feel, until we break below $100, we're going to be probably in pretty good shape. We should essentially see a bounce off of 100. You've seen it bounce off that level previously, and that was once again a strong resistance level for a while. So it should be and maintain itself as a strong support moving forward. All right, so again, that's just kind of something to be aware of. Looking at the 1 hour, really quick understanding here on TD sequential. We are now at a 9, so the likelihood of a reversal is pretty high. We've hit 2 9s in a row, which does imply that we should expect to see a turnaround and the price come back up. Again, no guarantees in this, of course, depending on how Bitcoin behaves, but generally speaking, 2 9s in a row, which we're seeing on other coins as well, is a sure sign that the price should continue to progress upwards because it's been held down for almost a full 36 hours. Okay, so again, that's usually a good sign. Now, we want to have confirmation, of course, before we take a long position. And you can see here, there's literally no confirmation whatsoever. In fact, if you have a short position open, you'd probably want to keep it open based on the Ichimoku cloud itself. So for right now, we have all green lights for a short position to keep its position open. So yes, even though we have this bounce here off that 9, we could still experience either some sideways action or further retracement. So I would recommend waiting until we get confirmation above the cloud. So for lack of better terms, the price could go sideways here, could do one of these, but until it comes back up above the cloud, we want to make sure that we kind of stay on the sidelines and be patient. It's easy to want to try to get in at a lower price point. Obviously, dollar cost average, if this is a coin you want to invest in long term, absolutely a good coin to do so, right? It's definitely going to go some places, but once again, at this point, you got to kind of be realistic in the sense that we could, in the immediate short term, still see a further continuation because we don't have that definitive turnaround or that confirmation yet. Me personally, I like to wait for confirmation. There's not really a lot of confirmation across the board right now with any coin. So just bear that in mind. It's kind of a risk, kind of a gamble if you try to get in now. But again, dollar cost average your way down, nothing wrong with that if that is the goal for you. Just taking a leveraged position, for example, you know, a 20x, might be disadvantageous for the moment because we don't have a definitive line in the sand as far as what direction we're heading yet. My money is that $100 will probably maintain itself as a support level. That's my speculation, but how much lower will it go if we break that point remains to be seen. You probably see the next Fibonacci retracement about 92 as an alternative there. That being said, that's kind of where we're at here for Luna. I would say fair to middling. I wouldn't expect the price to ramp back up here today, but I would also anticipate the price, you know, likely testing that actual ascending channel here soon within the next couple of trading days, and we probably get a good understanding of, you know, what's going to happen next. And honestly, it may not happen that quickly too. It might actually take a full week for that channel to be tested. We might actually see some sideways action closer to 105. Because that has proven to be a decent support as well previously. Again, a few different scenarios, a little too early to tell. Wait for confirmation, that's the key. I hope you learned something here today. And if so, comment below, let me know, of course. I'll always love to hear that feedback. And if you want to become a better trader, CryptoCache.tech is the site, link in the description below. Look forward to working with you. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks again for your time.